Hi guys, it's Melody Zen Maiden. How are you? And I'm just coming to do the 5 suggestion tag started by my dear friend Rob Reno. And I wanted to throw in my 5 suggestions or more and just get them out there. So maybe everybody will have a very successful Thanksgiving Day and holiday season. So my first suggestion is, I'm sure you're probably not going to be surprised to hear this coming from me, that here sitting in my gym attire. And by the way, before I go on, the reason I'm in my car right now is I'm going to the gym, and I just didn't want any construction workers or any pool boys, anybody in the background while I'm making the freaking video, okay? Because sometimes it's annoying. I went on my deck, and they got construction workers out there next door. They're building a wall, thank God. Anyway, all the craziness aside, so here I am. Anyway, so my first suggestion for helping yourself on Thanksgiving or Christmas or Hanukkah, whatever day that you have to eat, it could be any day of the week, really, would be basically to get up early and do your form of exercise for that day. Rather than wait until you can't move and you've loaded yourself up to the gills, just go ahead, get up super early. Like if you're going to defrost a turkey or do your preparations starting really early, load the bird in the oven or whatever, get your butt over to the gym or out on the sidewalk or whatever it is you do and find a class to take or hit some weights, run, walk your dog, whatever it takes. For myself, I know that there's at least 2 classes on Thanksgiving that I'm probably going to take, for sure one. They do have a boot camp, and they moved it to the morning of Thanksgiving, which is good, so that we can all get that major burn in, maybe burn off 700-800 calories before we even get started. So I think that that is like the best suggestion because it doesn't involve reducing the amount you eat, right? Okay, the other suggestions, fortunately or unfortunately, do involve reducing the amount that you eat. That said, one suggestion would be to take your plate and use a smaller plate, number one, because I use very small plates, like saucer-size plates sometimes, or the like a lunch-size plate. You could use a smaller plate, and therefore you can only put so much on it, right? And it doesn't mean pile it sky high. And you use the appropriate portion size of everything that you want to try or have a little bit of. And for you weight loss surgery peeps out there, you want to make sure that you load your plate with as much protein as you need for that particular meal, so that then you can have a little bite of this or that. And I know for myself, I'm going to have the turkey and the dressing and sweet potato, maybe a bite, and vegetables, stuff like that. And cranberry sauce, which is my absolute, hands down, something that is an absolute must for the holidays. And the other suggestion regarding cranberry sauce is to find one that is not processed from a can, that is loaded with refined sugar. You want to maybe find one that's natural from one of your natural stores, or you can even make your own. So, given on your time limit and so forth, and your cooking ability. The other suggestion is for anything that calls for mayonnaise or sour cream, you can substitute the Fage Greek yogurt. And the consistency is very similar, to sour cream. So that is a really good substitute. You're getting 23 grams protein per 8-ounce serving. Not that you're going to use 8 ounces, but maybe in the mixture you may. So I wanted to mention that, and most of you already know that. But the other item that came to my attention was, when we make gravy, and got to have gravy for Thanksgiving if you're anything like me. It's tradition, right? Homemade gravy. So when you make your gravy using the juices, drippings from the bird, then you make it all up, and then you're going to stick it in the fridge or in the freezer temporarily until the fat layer forms on the top. And then you can take a utensil and scoop that nasty fat crap off and toss it. Okay, I think that's 3. So number 4 is to reduce the amount of sodium that you use. And I think Rob did mention this. He's a big anti-sodium person. And I am was a sodium addict Lori's and I were best friends, okay? The garlic salt, that is. And everyone always said that I would be probably buried with Lori's in my casket with me. And I'm still cool with that. I have no problem with having him there. I now, when I want Lori's or the other salt that's, you know, full force sodium, is I sprinkle it in my hand. Just the amount that I need so that I can control what actually goes onto the food. And then I just take a pinch with my other hand and put it on the food like this. And then I get just enough without going overboard. Okay, I don't know if any of you do that. But for me, being a salt addict before, I found it to be completely necessary. And I started doing that right when I was post-op because I knew that my stomach probably wasn't going to tolerate a whole lot of seasoning or salt. And so that worked out good. The other thing you can do is, obviously you probably know this one too, is drink a couple of glasses of water before starting. So those of us who have space capacity limitations, we're probably going to go with a few ounces. And those who don't can maybe just down the whole 8 ounces or more. And then that should help reduce your hunger factor. And then you'll consume less. Let's see. Did I have another one? I probably do. So one of the other ones is, on the plate size. I think I digressed. Okay, back to the plate size. Forget the plate size so much. As one of the other suggestion I had was to fill half the plate with vegetable. Either vegetable or a low-calorie salad without using high-calorie dressing. You can use low-fat dressing, balsamic vinegar, or olive oil and rice wine vinegar, or any dressing that you choose that is a lower calorie if you're going to have like a lot of salad or things that require a dressing on there. You can cut down that way. But having half the plate full of green matter, whether it be spinach, broccoli, asparagus, green beans, whatever it is that you have, and then the other half with protein and or the other little things that you want to have, is also a way to fill yourself up with some of the green stuff that's not going to make the scale jump up where the other stuff might. Now, for us people who have had weight loss surgery, we're going to be focusing on protein, as you probably know. So we're going to put our protein on half that plate or whatever that is our main part. And we have to start with that. And then we go on and we have like a bite of potato or whatever, you know, things that we probably don't normally consume. Maybe some mac and cheese, you know, whatever is being served, stuffing, whatever you guys like. Cranberry sauce, which I already mentioned, is one of my favorites. And let's see. So anyway, and as far as desserts go, I mean, you can do the same thing. You can take a small plate. You can cut yourself a small piece. Whether you just take, for me, 1 bite or 2 bites is really all I want. I personally just want the taste. I just want to know that I had it and have that sensation. Now, whether you swallow it or not is a whole nother matter. And I think I've said this before too. There's a lot of things you can get the taste of, and that's enough for some of us. Others need to eat the whole piece, and that's good too. You know, as long as you're just accounting for it in your daily count and keeping yourself honest. Because you don't want to get on that scale the next day or the day after and register a 5-pound gain. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So if you watch your salt, reduce your fat, that's going to help you live longer, keeping the arteries clear and all that. You know, those are some of the things that I thought of. I hope you guys have fun with this tag. I had fun making the video. I made it about 10 times before when my daughter was in the car, and we laughed our butts off because she kept whispering stuff in my ear and I would crack up. So I didn't want to make a video like that for you because, you know, you wouldn't know what I was laughing about, number one. Okay, so anyway, I hope you all have a great day. I'm going to be watching everybody's video response to Rob. And y'all take care. Bye.